Good morning and welcome. It is Monday the 22nd of July 2024. Good morning to you if you're watching live. I'm coming here from the UK, so it is 10 a.m. in the morning, and my name is Jenny McCormack. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that, as I said, is here in the UK. This week we have chosen Poised Peony for our stamp set of the week. We had a lovely weekend, but it's a bit dull this morning, so I thought some pretty colourful flowers would be a good choice for our crafting this week. So the card I'm going to do this morning is the basis for our coffee and card designs this week, and I will be live again on Thursday with a stepped up version. Now I also have some Stampin' Up kits that have been released recently, and I really need to get those out and show those to you, so watch out for some extra live sessions this week. And I have a very exciting event coming up, which is called my mystery kit box, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later in the week. Let's crack on with some crafting. So good morning to everybody who has joined us. If you're live, do say hi. If you're watching on replay and have any questions, do pop those in the comments section. It's lovely to see Carol join us, Caroline, Catherine and Kerry. All the C's and the K's this morning. So this is a really pretty but simple stamp set. Poised Peony, exactly as it says. A very easy line drawing that you can just stamp and leave, or you can stamp and colour. We have the largest peony, we have a medium sized one, and then we have this small peony bud. And we have 3 sentiments: in my thoughts, hello, and best birthday wishes. Nice sort of casual style of writing. I thought I would choose Pretty in Pink today. So I have a base white card, which is half an A4, so cut at 14.85, scored at 10.5 centimetres. I have a white envelope to match. And then I have Pretty in Pink, which is one of our in colours, and I'm going to use the patterned paper from Pretty in Pink for my background. So I'm going to cut this down to size in a second, and that will be 10 centimetres by 14.35. I haven't decided which side I'm going to use, because I'm going to stamp the small peony bud onto the background, and then I'm going to stamp the largest peony onto a circle and layer that on, and then add a small sentiment. So let's cut this down first and decide which side we're going to use, and also what colour I'm going to stamp it in. So I'm going to cut this, as I said, to 10 centimetres by 14.35, which will give me just a small border. If you want a larger border to see more of the base card, then just make this piece another ½ centimetre smaller. Entirely up to you. I know that this circle is quite big, which is why I haven't made that bottom layer any smaller than that. I've got 2 designs of circles. One is a decal circle and one is from the Stylish Shapes. The Stylish Shapes one is just very slightly smaller, and this is quite a deceptively large stamp, so I struggle to find a die cut that would fit, that wouldn't take up the whole of the card, because I want you to see the backing. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. The weather here was lovely. I hope it was good for you. Kerry in Australia. Right, I want this off cut actually, because I'm going to decide which side and which colour I'm going to stamp my background. So I've got the smallest stamp, and I've got Pretty in Pink and Espresso. So what I'm going to do is stamp Pretty in Pink. So I just want these rosebuds in the background. They're just so pretty. Not rosebuds, peony buds. And I think actually that's going to work perfectly. I wasn't sure if it was going to be dark enough. And then if it was, then it wasn't, I would use early Espresso. And then let's look at this side. Catherine says spots. And there's that one. I'm not sure actually. Oh, poor Kerry. For them in Australia where she is, it's been cold and they've had a few windy days, so I suppose it is your winter. So what do we think? Spots or the lighter pattern? It's got a lighter background. Let's have a look. Am I going to do this at an angle, or am I going to do them all the same? I think I'm just going to do an all over pattern, she says. So this is the spot side. So I'm just working across using my rule of, or the rule of threes. So stamp any three and make them equidistant to each other. So form a triangle like so, and that way you get a really balanced effect. Well, the other side is quite plain because it's got a white backing. Let's just grab a piece. So I'll do half and half, and then we'll put it to the vote. So I'm making sure I'm turning this round each time. So now we're going to go in between these roughly. Okay. And then just filling any edges. Okay, so that is the dotty side. Let's try the other and see what the general consensus is. So remember to turn these round, either turn the stamp or turn the paper, and then this one's going in between those. So it's been a bit cool. It was beautiful on Saturday. It'd been very warm previously, but it has definitely cooled down a little bit. Okay, it's a little bit in that corner. So there is the pattern side, or the whiter background, and then that's the dots. Okay, while you're deliberating on that, let me know which side you prefer. I'm just going to stamp the main peony on here to cut it out. And I wonder if I might... No, I think I'm going to stick with Espresso, so I get a nice outline, but you could certainly stamp it in the pink. Maybe I'll do one of each. Being very indecisive this morning. Got a little bit of something on the bottom there. Sorry, just getting my cloth. It's got a little hair or something. Kerry likes the dots. You can't actually see much of the dots on the screen, I don't think. Okay, let's try that again. I think this is my light espresso, so I'm making sure it's well stamped. There was me thinking it's got a little thing on the bottom, but it is actually on the stamp itself. There's a little tiny sort of nick designed. There we go. So the good thing about using a circle is that it doesn't matter, within reason, how you stamp it, because you can just turn the circle round. Okay, so there's that one. And I will stamp one in Pretty in Pink just to see. I'll stamp it on here. Morning. He's gone now. Alright, Craig's gone now. Thank you. Good morning, Lynn. Shh. Quiet. Right, so shush. He's gone. Right, quiet. Okay, so decision time. Come, Woody, out of the way. I have a very good guard dog. So decision time. First of all, background. Do we want this one here with the dots? Not that you can see much of the dots, so if I bring it a bit closer. Or the one with the whiter background. So let me know. That is Woody. And then I'm going to colour these two in and then decide which one to use. So bear in mind it's going to go onto a white card, and then we're going to have this layer on top. Dots, okay, everyone's gone for the dots, that's perfect. Alright, so let's finish the dots off. So this is just that small little peony. So I'm just going to stamp this over the background. So again, making my triangle between each of those images. Like so. Turning the stamp around so they're not all in the same direction, unless you want them to be, of course. This is much more forgiving. Turning it around, especially where you've got a stalk. If it was a circular flower, it wouldn't have mattered quite as much. There we go. And that one, a little bit in the corner and a tiny bit there. So there's our background. Put that to one side. Okay, now we're going to colour these two in. So I've got the Pretty in Pink. So let's just see really quickly, and because it is a line drawing, quite casual, don't feel you have to be really accurate with your colouring. You can get away with just a little brush strokes. So this is the dark, so I'm just going to do the dark, sort of the edge of these petals here. You can do the top edge, you can do the bottom edge. And remember, when you're using the blends pens, that they will lighten as they dry. So these are our alcohol based markers. like so. I think that's all of the petals. Okay, let's do this one while I'm at it and see. You could just stamp this and leave it uncoloured as well, which would be quite effective. A little bit in there. There. And then this is light Pretty in Pink. It's got a shadow over me today, but I don't really know why. Just angle that maybe. So, just colouring it in, you can literally, honestly, just scribble across here. So, and I'm just leaving a little bit of white space there. And then I'm going to do the same with this one again, leaving a little bit white space so you can see the petal edges. There we go. So there's that one. And then I'm just going to use a pale green. I don't want it to overtake everything, so I'm thinking soft sea foam here. This is light. And then you could use any, I mean obviously any colours that you've got, changing the background to suit. And if you haven't got any coloured paper, you could just do some stripes, for example, with your blends pen. You could use some plain card. Okay, so there's that. And then just a little bit of colour on there. And let me see if I can, I've got actually this one. Whether it's dark enough. So just adding a little bit of detail, but honestly, because it's a sketched design, you can be really just relaxed about colouring in. Like so. So there's that one, that's the espresso one coloured in. This is the Pink in Pink, and I have to say I agree with Catherine, I prefer the espresso. I think if I'd done this and left it pink uncoloured, I think it would have worked. Only for me, you don't have pink edges. Well, you do have pink edges to leaves, to be honest. But I think this one really stands out. But it depends on the look that you're going for. So let's see. So we've decided between us dots. Okay, for our backing with those cute little peony buds. And then we've got this one here. And the nice thing about doing this in any angle is that you can choose which way this card is going to go when you put it together. Like so. And then we can pop a sentiment across the bottom or at the side. So I might do it this way, otherwise I've got a lot of space at the bottom. And I've got hello, but I've also got best birthday wishes and in my thoughts that would go in there. So let's just stamp hello first. Let's see, I had a little bit of white card. This piece will do. Right, let's move these out of the way. Just going to see actually if I have a ready sort of size die cut that would fit that. I've got a longish thin one. So I've got this one here that would work behind it. I must cut out some more, I think. Got another circle. We'll try both. Yes, I think you're right. Maybe a darker pink for the outline would work. I'm not sure this hello is going to fit on there. Nope, it's not. Let's pop it here. Now there is a larger deckled circle, well quite a few actually, because they go up to about 6 inches. So I could add a darker circle behind, but I want to keep this nice and simple for coffee and card, because we do have, you know, often a lot of people there, and it needs to suit everybody who is crafting. I have beginners and, you know, complete novice stampers down to experienced team members there. So people who know what they're doing can sort of add their own take on things. But it's got to be simple enough for a new stamper to be able to recreate. Okay, so I think I'm just going to flag this end here. You could use a punch. If you had a punch to hand, let's just see what I've got. Anything interesting? Just the hand. I wonder if I could use this here individually. I need to think about which way it's going to go. Okay, Jenny, think. That's not going to work like that, is it? Or like that. That's one. Two. I'm not sure about that. I'll flag it using this little corner here. Oh dear, I can't decide this morning. Right, no, I'm going to go like this. There we go. Kerry got there at the same time as I did. Cut the end at a diagonal angle, which is often a great way to do it, because it's, you know, it doesn't matter then whether it's straight or not. Right, let's pop this together quickly. So I'm just using some seal here. Make sure my card base is opening the way that I need it to. As I say, the good thing about this is there's not a right or wrong way to put this down, because I've turned the flowers in different angles. This is going to go on there, and I'm going to lift it up on dimensionals. just got some strips to hand, so for speed I will put these strips on rather than you watch me take off loads of backings. I'll put a little piece in the middle as well, just for support. There we go. So I'm looking forward to seeing what different colours people make their peonies. Obviously we have that really deep pink, but lots of light pinks. Okay, so let's put this, so I can have this straight like that or at an angle. I think I'm actually going to do that one fairly straight. Like so. And my little hello is going to tuck just underneath that, and I'm going to keep that flat. Like so. Just tuck it enough inside, and I can use the lines on the paper. So there's the outside of our card. Let's stamp that peony on the inside. I think what I might do is stamp the middle-sized one. Here, and I will stamp that in Pretty in Pink, so I'm not going to colour that one in, and I will add that to the envelope, and we're all done. That's straight. So that's our inside, and let's pop one here like that, and then I could put 3 little ones on the back. 1 or even 5, because they're little, they were going to look a little bit lost, weren't they, if I just did 3. There we go. 5 on the back, and then finally I will add some coordinating bling. It is currently packed in my bag, so I'm not going to spend time rooting through trying to find it, but what I will do is add that to the card. And we've got that lovely, we've got 2 lots of in colour gems. We've got the shiny ones, embellishments, and then we've got the matte dots. So I will add those to finish it off, but as I say, I won't root around in my bag, but I'll add it before I do the photograph. So there we go, a nice simple card, Poised Peony. It's in our annual catalogue. It's this one here, and if you like simple flowers to colour, or just leave them plain, then this would be a good choice for you. And a quick heads up that we have a free shipping day tomorrow, so free delivery for any order over £60. Normally shipping is £6.95, so you're effectively saving 10% on if you just place a £60 order. But also we have our bonus day vouchers, so for every £45 you spend, you get a £4.50 voucher. So even if you just place an order for £60, you would get a £4.50 voucher that you can spend in August, and free shipping worth £6.95. Obviously, the more you add on, the better the deal is. Thank you, Kerry. Kerry says, pretty card. Lovely to be able to join you and everyone again on your live. Lovely to have you join us, Kerry, for sure. And watch out for the announcement about my mystery kit event, which I'll be announcing shortly. And I will have some more lives this week, so I've got at least 2 kits to show you that I haven't if not 3, that I haven't already shown you live. So watch out for those. I better catch up with them, hadn't I? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for joining me. Time for a quick coffee before I head out. Just realised why that was a bit more shadowy, because I had my light turned down. So thank you so much. Do take care. Have a great week. And any questions or comments, don't hesitate to pop them in the comment section here on Facebook or on YouTube if you're watching there. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye for now.